Something big is happening underground near Naples, Italy. However, the focus of scientists' attention isn't the famous Mount Vesuvius, but rather Campi Flegrei, a massive volcanic system hidden beneath a densely populated area. Unlike most volcanoes, which have high peaks, Campi Flegrei is a caldera, or volcanic basin, about 13 kilometers in diameter. A massive eruption in prehistoric times formed this caldera. Today, parts of the city of Pozzuoli and the western part of Naples sit directly above this volcanic system. Around 36,000 years ago, Campi Flegrei experienced its largest eruption in recorded history. This eruption spread volcanic ash across much of the Mediterranean and triggered a volcanic winter, causing temperatures in parts of Eastern Europe to drop to around 9 degrees Celsius. The volcano has since erupted several times, with the last eruption in 1538, which formed Monte Nuovo. Today, the Campi Flegrei area is characterized by various geothermal phenomena, including hot springs, boiling mud pools, and vents emitting volcanic gas, indicating that subsurface activity continues. Since 2005, scientists have recorded that the floor of the Campi Flegrei caldera has experienced an uplift of approximately 1.4 meters. This phenomenon, known as bradisismo, is the rise and fall of the land's surface due to changes in pressure beneath the Earth's surface. This uplift is accompanied by thousands of small earthquakes that continue to occur almost daily. On the 20th of July 2026, the Campi Flegrei area was rocked by a magnitude 4.4 earthquake. This quake was part of a series of more than 1,200 earthquakes that occurred in just a few weeks. The tremors forced many residents to leave their homes and spend the night outside for fear of aftershocks. This event reminded residents of the magnitude 4.6 earthquake in June 2025, which was the strongest in the area in approximately 40 years. According to experts, the uplift was likely triggered by magma or volcanic gases exerting pressure on rock layers from below. However, scientists are still trying to determine the primary source. This finding suggests a pathway connecting a deep-sea magma reservoir with gas emissions in the Solfatara region. This pathway is believed to be one of the causes of the currently observed increased volcanic activity. The increased activity of Campi Flegrei has prompted the Italian government to take preventive measures. The government has allocated approximately 500 million euros to strengthen buildings, improve infrastructure, and prepare evacuation routes for approximately 500,000 residents living in high-risk zones. This step is part of a mitigation effort in case volcanic activity continues to increase. Campi Flegrei is one of the only known supervolcanoes on Earth. A supervolcano is a volcanic system capable of producing exceptionally large eruptions, ejecting more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of volcanic material in a single event. However, supervolcano status does not necessarily mean a major eruption is imminent. Such systems typically experience very long cycles, lasting tens to hundreds of thousands of years. Scientists explain that after a major eruption forms a caldera, new magma can slowly return to fill the bottom. This process causes the caldera floor to rise gradually. According to Professor Sean Da Silva, a supervolcano expert from Oregon State University, Campi Flegrei is currently in this phase. Similar conditions have been observed in several other large volcanic systems, such as Yellowstone in the United States, Long Valley in California, and Toba in Sumatra. To date, there is no scientific evidence that Campi Flegrei will soon experience a major eruption. However, studies of several supervolcano systems indicate that the transition from a stable state to an eruptive phase can occur more rapidly than previously thought. Therefore, scientists continue to monitor changes in ground deformation, earthquake activity, and gas emissions using a variety of modern instruments. If a supervolcano experiences a major eruption, the primary impact extends beyond the volcano's immediate vicinity. The eruption can inject large amounts of sulfurous gases into the atmosphere, forming an aerosol layer that reduces the amount of sunlight reaching Earth's surface. This can trigger a volcanic winter, disrupt the global climate, and impact food production. Therefore, increased activity at Campi Flegrei does not necessarily mean a major eruption is imminent. However, ground deformation, increased earthquakes, and changes in the geothermal system are compelling reasons for scientists to continue intensive monitoring. The goal is to detect any significant changes as early as possible, giving the public sufficient time to take necessary precautionary measures.